that ball.
1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line, and here is Shockey again. And Shockey showing some great moves, staying in bounds. And how about that for a forearm? Wow.
Who does that remind you of? That's Mark Bavaro.
Sure.
Remember when the Giants were great? Look at Keith Hamilton's straight head and saying, that's what we want. We want an offensive guy that plays like a defensive guy. That's exactly what they want.
But there's a flag down all the way back at the 46-yard line.
I know that every old Giant player and every Giant fan has to be thinking of Mark Bavaro when they saw Jeremy Shockey do that.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask, defense. The penalty will be assessed half the distance to the goal. First down.
Look at this. It's just a short out. Whap right there. Put his shoulder down, runs through a face mask, then watch this right here. That's what it do. Just lower your shoulder and run over anything that's there. You know, you have a theory. Sometimes it's a lot easier to go through something than it is around it.
Kevin Williams must have thought your bus came through.
Yeah, that would be something with the bus right there. He is something, and he has the emotion too. I mean, and it's a game to him, and it's fun, and this is going to be big for the Giants this year. They're going to go back to offensively back to the days of Mark Bavaro. That was one of the things Sean Payton was talking about, you know, how they're going to change the offense, and he says we have to change the offense for Jeremy Shockey.
John, we're talking about Bavaro, we're talking about Shockey, but in between you have a guy who played more games than anybody in the history of the New York Giants, Howard Cross, who will be the completely forgotten man.
Yeah, because they never threw him the ball. I mean, Howard Cross was a great blocker and wasn't much a receiver, and then the last few years they just stopped throwing him the ball at all.
2nd and goal, and there is Shockey.
I think we've seen a couple of first-round draft choices in the first half of this game tonight that are the real deal. And that's what you like inside that red zone. You know the big target there. They just let him go off the line. I mean, he's a guy that from now on, when they see number 80 coming off the line, someone is going to bump him off the line, and someone's going to cover him downfield. He has some emotion too, doesn't he?
Yeah. And he's only been in camp a few days. Extra point by Pochman is good.
You know, they have these mini camps or these off-season camps, and he's only. This is what you want a tight end to do. We talked about Bavaro, but Dave Casper used to do this same thing. You know, get in the open field, and once you get a big 255-pound guy in the open field, and he can get one-on-one on those little corners and safeties, he should always do that. And they're going to learn one thing, that you got to bump him, you have to cover him, and you better tackle him low. Because from his waist up, he is a load. He puts one of those ham bones on you, man, and you're going down.